Welcome! This is my Sparking Zero review. Let's go ahead, get right into it. So, I'm going to be going over each part, pretty much what the game has to offer, giving my opinion on it, and then giving a rating. Why I liked it, why I didn't. Very simple, very straightforward. Episode battles. So this training section, I will be doing a separate video on, but overall, just a quick little play that super training. Now, super training is going to help you a lot, help you get a ton better. Episode battles. Let's get into these. Take a quick peek overall. As somebody who played Dragon Ball, big Dragon Ball fan, played pretty much every Dragon Ball game except for Fighter Z because that was a traditional fighting game. This story mode basically has you go through the story of multiple different characters. Not all of these characters are unlocked at the beginning of the story mode, but you do get to play as all these characters in the episode battles. Now, instead of taking you through one really big arc and having you play all the characters, what they do in this one is that you, as you can see, you have Goku Saga, and then you can kind of just pick where else. I'll change area. If you want to go to the planet Namek. I'd be saying Namek and Namek. I don't know why. Saiyan Saga arc. So let's just start out here. Because one of the big things about this game, and the big thing that saves episode battles for me personally, is the what ifs. So, the what if here is that if you go it alone, you do not take Piccolo to fight Raditz. It gives you this giant storyline with all these other fights, dialogues, unique voice lines, and fights. And it is just, like, this, the what ifs really do make the episode battles for me. The regular episode battles, if there were not what ifs here and they were kind of thrown in like the custom battles or something, I would not have liked that. I think that I probably would not be giving it the 8 that I'm giving it because it's a little annoying. Either way, so that's just kind of showing you one of the what if branches here. And as you can see, we have the Saiyan Saga arc, Planet Namek, Android, Majin Buu, Beerus, Frieza, Future Trunks arc, Universal Survival arc. So that's obviously all for Goku because he's the main guy, goes through all that. The one thing I don't like, that I will say very quickly, is the kind of like photo book scenes they do. And this is what I'm talking about here. Like, they, oh, Zeno's animated. They're dancing. And then picture book. And now it's a picture book. And there's also nobody commentating over it, which I believe there was. I want to say there was in the last games, but I am unsure about that. But this is the one thing that I do dislike about it. It kind of forces you to read, which I don't mind reading, but I know some people kind of don't, or it's just kind of a little annoying. I think it would have been nice to have the commentator, because it's a very iconic thing when you listen to Dragon Ball. He also, I do believe that he did pass away recently, and it's just very iconic, man. All the episodes, you always hear that his iconic voice, and I think for it to be missing in a large majority of the episode battles, but not the what ifs. Like, I'm very glad the what ifs. If they did the whole episode battle as in the what if sagas, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more. That being said, one of the other things I do want to get at that is unique to story mode they haven't done before, which I'm sure they're going to get into here.
Mark my words. All right.
Yeah. Is this? You can switch the camera. So now I can be Goku and look. And while I can't look at like a lot, right? Like I can't like turn my head around or nothing like that. Just something else that is kind of in the mode in episode battles that's kind of new. So even for the what if sagas, you could do this, which is actually pretty cool. That being said, episode battles are, I think I wish it was done differently, but I also like the way that they always seem to make their story modes different. Another thing is that for Goku, Jiren, Frieza, and I think Trunks, you can get Super Shenron Dragon Balls for completing their story. So do not waste those. Those are you do not get more of those. You get 5 Super Shenron wishes, and that is it. Just be careful about that if you're playing episode battles. Now, quickly go over the battle and training. Battle, obviously, very straightforward. You versus a computer, you versus somebody else, or you training. Kind of just another one, kind of what I expected. Pretty standard. Super training. This seems to be a lot better than it was in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. This helps a lot, but once again, I'll be going over this more in depth in a separate video. about what skills and techniques I think that you should pick up that have helped me in my fights, and then going online and fighting with some other people as well. World Tournament. This also seems very bare bones, but I do wish that they brought a way. Also, in case you did not know, this is how you get not Super Shenron, regular Shenron or Purunga, is just playing these and hoping that you get it at the end of the tournament. I don't know if there's 100% way to guarantee a ball, but I don't think there is. Very bare bones, but the thing that's going to make the tournament really fun is that you can create your own tournament and customize all the settings and then play with your friends. And that's an online thing that's going to carry the game. So the World Tournament, I do like a lot. The creativity, the customization of it, amazing. Great. Love that. Battle and Training is probably my highest rated on here personally. Because obviously, you can fight online, things like that. So the replayability of it is endless. Challenges and missions. I'm going to go over these very quickly. Feel free to pause if you want to maybe look at a certain or specific challenge. But I am not a massive fan of Zeno's Orders or of Whis Stamp Book. This is pretty much how you get titles and a lot of things that you can customize in the game out of the way. That's kind of how you achieve them. So this is really just kind of more for completionist stuff. So I don't mind it. I don't think it's bad. I don't dislike it. I just think it seems very bare bones. Like we probably could have gotten more customization options out of it. And I'll go over and show the customization options in a second.
I promise that what I had in mind isn't anything.
And if you did not know, Whis Stamp Book is how you can get your first pair of Dragon Balls. So, I'm going to go down here. Achieve these 7 missions right here are what you do for Whis in order to get Dragon Balls. After that, I think he only gives you money and Zenny. So it seems like these are kind of just not worth it, you know? You can see details here. So it says purchase 5 costumes for Android 18 and land 1 Chain Destructo disc. So there's also a lot of unique interactions in the game. This being one of them is that once you change this Android 18 outfit, she then gets a new super or ultimate move. Kind of wild. But as far as just Whis and Zeno, I wish the customization was a little more. And it seems a little lackluster, but it's also just for completionist, so I don't hate it. I just wish it gave a little more variety of what you could earn. Shops and customization. Before I even get into this, before Bulma starts yelling at me and talking and just yapping, I think this game needs more customization. This needs a lot more stuff. I don't want to judge the game too hard because it's only been out for, what? About 2 weeks, I think, and they haven't really had time to fix a lot of things, and they haven't really had any patch notes, so I kind of want to wait on that hold. But also, listen to Bulma. Listen to her just yapping. The ability items, I don't really use these. You're pretty much only going to use these offline. You can also earn specific ability items or capsules, like I call them capsules, through doing some of the custom battles that the game comes with. So just look out for that. Shut up, Bulma. He does not need to take you shopping. You're a billionaire. Characters that you could buy. Another way to spend money. Cool. Great. Straightforward. Outfits. This needs a lot more variety. This seems so lackluster, and most of these you earn through the game. So them being in the shop just seems like they kind of threw this in here to fill space. I don't like it. Voices. I think this is probably like the worst part of the game. Okay, not worst part of the game. I should take that back. I just don't like it. I think it's could have been a lot better, and the only thing you get out of this is 2 different voice lines for 30,000. It just seems kind of like a waste for me. The BGMs, really good, really good. I just don't want to play any of them because I don't want to get copyright stricken. But ton of options here. 90,000 Zenny, fair. I do like this a lot. I do like this. I think this is probably one of the better things of this. Strategy items. I bought something, have no idea how they work. Should also maybe like, I don't know, maybe I could do a little more reading, but this just, I don't see a use for strategy items. The voices, the outfits. I feel like half this shop you could gut and it'd still be fine. After that's player cards. So for Super Shenron, you can get, I believe, player cards 1, 2, and 3 out of the Super Shenron wishes. So please do not waste those like I did. And that's it for the shop. The shop, that's the shopping part of it. There's also a customization half of it. So I'll go into that really quick. But it's also just lackluster for a lot of characters. A lot of these characters do not have secondary costumes. They do not have little accessories or anything you can kind of throw on them that kind of make them yours. And obviously the only one who does have a ton of customization is Goku. These are the voice lines you're paying for, by the way. Is 4. I guess in this case, it's maybe 2 and 3. But these items, this section up here is for all the capsules that I was telling you about earlier. And if you look beneath me, right here, it'll show you what the capsules do on your chart. So it'll tell you how it differentiates it, how it changes it, how it warps it, things like that. Pretty straightforward. The outfits part, there you go. Damn! Goku's got a lot of outfits. You are right. He's the main character. I do believe he probably deserves the most outfits out of everybody. But not a lot of people even have one extra outfit. I think everybody at a minimum, I do not care who it is, should have 2 outfits or at least 2 accessories that you can throw on. I get a lot of guys that didn't get screen time, like Annalisa or some of the Tournament of Power guys, so you can't really give them a different outfit. Just give them an accessory, man. Like, give them a Dragon Radar or something. You know what I mean? Like, this accessory option, like, having 10 slots, and I beat you, like, pretty much the entire game, and I only got 1 thing for Goku? Like, why have 10 accessory slots if I can't even have 10 accessories? I don't know. It just seems kind of dumb. The sparking BGM you can change here per character. So, like, if you really liked it for any character, I think you can change that. But if you want it just for a specific character, you're like, oh, this Goku, him and Evil United BGM, go hard. You can change that here. Fusions, I guess he doesn't have his restrictions. The emotes are very bare. I think there's what? Let's start at battle stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 emotes, 4 voiceover lines. I don't like it. I think it's just not what we've come to expect. What I've come to expect from a Budokai Tenkaichi game. It needs a lot more customization. And then you have characters, you know, like you're gonna pick Bojack, just for randomly. Ability items. Obviously, everybody gets these. Let's go to outfits. Oh, no outfits, no accessories. But I'm a big Bojack fan. This is gonna be disappointing to me. And while I don't, you know, to play devil's advocate here, just a little bit. You're probably never going to play every single character in the game. But when you do pick these characters, say you're playing against your friends in, you know, a Yamcha games and you guys are all random and you get Android 19. Well, yeah, you don't really like Android 19, but you kind of got an accessory or fit for him. He might slowly start becoming your favorite. Android 19 is extremely good in online battles, by the way. He has a grab that steals ki and health. He's just very broke. He's also a very strong character in the game. But, I mean, or even like Majub. Maybe you're like, dude, Oob's going to come back. I know it. Daima's going to lead into it. Super's touched on it. It's Majub's year. You're really just excited for Majub. Can't change his outfit. Can't change his accessories. And the thing is that, like, if I actually don't know. I was going to, like, look for a physical copy of the game as if it's not on my PC to see who makes it. But it's a little disheartening that you can't have all the outfits or the customization that you can. I think what would actually be really cool, and maybe this can kind of help save on maybe some space or something like that. I'm going to go back and customize. So, like, for Goku, right? He has the most outfits and things you can do with him. Like, the most... I guess... Okay, this guy doesn't have the accessories as the other guy does. And this guy has more outfits. But what if the outfits and accessories were just kind of shared across the entire character? So, like, Goku Z early, right? Like, right? Like, what if I could put that halo on Goku Mini? You know? Or Super Saiyan 4 Goku, just because. Or UI Goku, just because. Like, I think the accessories and the outfits should be kind of universal across the character. Not across all the characters, just across that character. That way you can still make things that are kind of a little more, I guess, like, kind of specialty towards the character. You can still give the characters that need it a lot of love. You know, there can still be that kind of affection and love and stuff that goes in the game that makes it special. This is a player card. These are all things you can change on it. A lot of these kind of don't really matter. The background here, once again, you get more from Super Shenron. Don't waste it. Favorite stage. You're gonna go, why does it let me pick a favorite stage? Also, we're missing some stages that we don't have, that we had in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Don't have it here. A little disappointing, but I'm sure the DLCs will even it out, and that's why I'm not too heartbroken on that. Picking your favorite stage here. Okay, no, actually I hate that stage. Picking your favorite stage makes it so that when you are the leader or the host of a lobby online, it picks your stage instead of the other person's. Kind of cool. Works because some maps are kind of bad. BGM, same thing. Favorite mode, kind of useless, but I did change all these at a point just because you get an achievement for it. A little weird. You have your playtime, which is also kind of weird, whatever. The icons and text, this is where the customization gets, and I think it should be a little more in-depth. I know there's probably some stuff I'm missing. And then these here are just more achievement based. So once you use a character 1 time, I believe, or 5 times, you might get the silver, which is what you're seeing here. And then once you use them a little more, you probably get a gold and a platinum. I don't think I've actually used anybody that much to maybe get a gold out of it. But I do want to check very quickly. It's going to be none of these guys. It's going to be Trunks or maybe Vegito if I have them. Or maybe Cell Jr. or Frieza. I've been playing those guys online. I actually like them a lot. Yeah, if I don't even have for Vegito or for Trunks. Okay. But it is a lot of plays. I think somebody did the math. I think it's 200, if not 400 fights to get this proficiency bar all maxed out, by the way. So that's just something else to be mindful of. And then there's also a next page. So you kind of have 2 parts of your card that you can customize. Ranked matches, custom battles, and that's pretty much it. So that is it for the player card and the customization. I think this is really lacking for what a lot of players expected and for what is possible, especially on PC, the PlayStation 5s, and the new Xbox Series X's. Gallery, kind of whatever. Encyclopedia, I go over it very fast. Just kind of gets you more familiar with the characters if you do not have any familiarity with Dragon Ball. And it's each form, so each unique character in the game has their own thing. And you can hit Girl Talk. You got Chi-Chi, Bulma, and Videl all talking about them. Pretty cool. I don't use this feature a lot, but it's just kind of funny to see what they say.
Or a cat, maybe?
Bulma is roasting Dispo.
Whatever he is. He's
Whatever
one
he
of
is,
the
yeah.
refs for Universe 11.
My Gohan had no choice but to team up with Frieza at the Tournament of Power to beat this guy.
And it's also coming from the perspective of Chi-Chi, Bulma, and Videl from Super. So it's not like Z Saga. So these guys should technically have like the most info. And they have some very interesting kind of voice lines about specific characters. I think they might even have one about Khalifa and Kaba getting together.
This is a female Saiyan from Universe
Let's
6.
see.
She's a confident punk. Totally hardcore.
Han and Bolo will be as tough as her someday.
Oh,
As
so
long as they're not delinquents.
okay. So yeah, I mean, just kind of pretty basic stuff, but kind of cool. And when stuff like this gets into a game, I don't really consider it like fluff or filler. Like somebody liked the game enough that was like, dude, let's do an encyclopedia on every character. So people who are lost or like might be the first time playing it, you never know. You never know if this might be somebody's first Dragon Ball game. Pretty cool. Theater, the My Data, I'm not going to touch. I don't know what it's going to show you guys, so I don't want to look at it. The theater gives you replays that you can save online or even offline matches. So like these are offline. I accidentally saved these, but you can save them. It does go up to 50, and you can play them back, pause them, and probably get some pretty cool screenshots from it. I'm going to skip the intro, and I can pause it right there. I can hide the guide. I can take a screenshot. I think that's kind of the limits of it. Yeah, I can't move the camera at all. Look at that. Look at that grab. I messed up. Such a shame. Such a shame. But that's also kind of cool. I think that's going to help people who really want to get better at the game and go, man, what could I have done better? If you're not, if you're not already recording your stuff and like that, things like that, that's going to do it for you. Okay, I think that is everything. So I'll briefly, very, very, very briefly keep this short. Go over these once again. Episode battles. The what ifs, the custom battles really carry this. Episode battles, don't waste your Super Shenron wishes, please. This is a 6. I do not like the picture book thing they went for. The what ifs carry this and bring this from a 6 out of 10 up to an 8 out of 10. Custom battles. Oh man, that was pretty solid, huh? Don't know how... These can be pretty solid. I just have not played a lot of these, and it gives you the option for players to create, customize, and share custom battles. It's great. It's going to keep the game going a lot longer.
Okay, see ya.
Battle training, hit these up when you need some skills. World Tournament, only way to get the Dragon Balls. I think overall, the battle training is probably the best part, like a 10 out of 10. being able to play online, being able to train, being able to know all the techniques and secrets and stuff you can use against other people, amazing. Zeno's Order, Whis Stamp Book. I think you need to make this, give them more customizables they can hand out the character, and this will be great. Shops are customized, bare bones, lackluster. I feel like it's lacking a lot of love. We'll see if they update this in the future, but for right now, it seems I don't like this. This needs to be updated or something. I don't like this. This is probably like a 4 out of 10 for me. Gallery is whatever. It's like I can't say anything about the gallery. It's got some love. You gotta watch the replays. Pretty straightforward. And then Summoning General, and that is it. But folks, that is it for my overall review of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I will be doing a separate video later, specifically on the battle training, certain techniques and things I think you could practice, and then obviously getting into some online battles, because I can't just keep all the good stuff to myself. With that out the way, if you made it this far, thank you very much. I would recommend this game. I do like it a lot. I do trust Dragon Ball games when they come out. I do trust the devs and people that they really do love these games and try to put their best foot forward. That being said, overall, I think I'm going to give Sparking Zero a 7 out of 10. I do recommend it. I would play it. There's just a lot of things to it that I feel like I went over to kind of solidify my 7 out of 10 here. And that is it. Thank you very much. Drop a like, drop a sub, and I will play as future Gohan to memorialize my hurt arm later.